The next 3 weeks will be key for Japan. The Prime Minister has extended a COVID-19 state of emergency for Tokyo and 8 other prefectures until the 20th of June to try to speed up vaccinations and stop the spread of infections. Yoshihide Suga says the country must remain on high alert as more than 80% of cases have been linked to the UK variant.
強い感染力を持つとされる変異株への置き換わりが進む中で実施される対策が感染者数の減少につながるまで以前より長い時間を必要としております。
The extension will leave Japan only about a month until the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games. Nearly 3,500 new cases and 76 deaths have been recorded today. All Olympic delegations from South Asia must now be vaccinated before heading to Japan. Tokyo 2020 organizers also say they will draw up separate guidelines for all events.
確かにですね、プレイブックバージョン3に向けて、よく議論していきたいものもございます。IOC とか WHO ともよく議論していきたいと。で、必要なものは変えようというふうに思ってますし、中にはその競技ごとの記述がないんじゃないかというような指摘とかですね、あるいはそのメンタルなところについてのところがないんじゃないかといったところは、競技についてはそういう競技ごとのガイドブックっていうのは IF と今作っているところでございますので。
Michio Ishida joins us for more from Tokyo. Michio, authorities will be hoping this extension is enough to get on top of cases.
Well, the situation here in Japan varies depending on the prefecture. In Tokyo, number of daily cases has fallen to around 600, but that's still a huge number. Osaka used to have more cases than Tokyo. It's now down to about 300. Hokkaido's number is high with over 400 daily new cases, and Okinawa actually hit a record high today with 313 cases, and hospital beds on the island for COVID-19 patients are fully booked. Now, members of government panel say that the people movement has not fallen. It's basically due to the fact that people have gotten used to the state of emergency. For instance, Tokyo and Osaka, it's only 1 month during this year that these prefectures were not in a state of emergency. Well, the government will continue to call for eateries not to serve alcohol, karaoke shops to keep shut, but the measures have been hurting businesses and the economy as a whole. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga called Fukui Prefecture a model of how it's been dealing with COVID-19. It has been successfully tracing those infected, and he said that many of those infected were due to talking without masks, and he's strongly been calling on people to wear masks even during meals. And border control, it has been stepped up, especially towards India and its neighboring countries, starting from this Friday.
Michio, the extension is set to run until the 20th of June. That doesn't leave much time left for Tokyo to iron out final details before the Olympics.
Well, one major decision that was expected to be made is about spectators at the venues of the Olympic Games. Well, it appears that the organizing committee wants to accommodate fans, but it cannot make the announcement at this point in time when the state of emergency is extended. And according to media surveys, the majority of the public is against hosting the Tokyo Olympic Games this summer. So it's being very cautious. The Olympic organizers want to assure a safe and secure Olympic Games, so consolidating the medical system is important. It says that 2,600 doctors, 3,800 nurses, and more healthcare workers will work on shifts during the Olympic Games. The Olympic playbook, a second version has been released as a guideline, and the third version should be out in June. And this should finalize COVID-19 measures, movements, consent of various stakeholders until their departure from Japan. Organizers actually want to reduce guests, and Mr. Suga is calling for stakeholders to be down to more than half of what was expected. Now, the key for Japan is safety of residents, so that they will not be so unhappy with the hosting of the Olympic Games, and that's by accelerating vaccination. At this point in time, only about 3% of the Japanese population has been fully vaccinated. The government assures that there's enough vaccination to go around, but there's a lack of those who can actually administer these vaccines to the public. So there's a lot the Japanese government must do ahead of the Olympic Games.
All right, Mary, thanks for getting us up to speed. Michio Ishida speaking to us from Tokyo.